All right, everybody, we are back. Part 2, having some type of issue with Spreaker. I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to get into our Cowboys Ranger talk here in a moment. Going to get ready to share out this new link. And, don't know what's going on with Spreaker today, but a little bit annoying. Hopefully these issues don't continue, but I know they do happen from time to time, so. All right, so let's play a song here. This is called Nocturnal by Royal Ezenwa. Had him on the show a while ago. So we're going to play this song while I get some stuff worked out, and we'll get into our Cowboys Rangers talk in a moment.
Shooters covered by the blood in case they try to shoot a spirit on that bulletproof. We stay protected, been connected, then the Bible be my Ruger. Call us crazy like we looting, never move us. Mouth they running like some motors, like they knew us. And we lift another banner for the ruler. Chasing lies, do it very well, yeah. All the time on the fairy tale, yeah. Masquerades and they throwing shade on their Broadway and they still rebel, yeah. I'ma make it plain, like they don't wanna on the paper plane. With the hammer coming, buddy got heat that is no hotter than a slaughter. You really do breathe, yeah. Really, you barely do breathe, yeah. Breathing to death, you just living to death. Don't even know that the blood on your sleeve. You copy Roger that you read. You better believe. You better believe. I pray that you find where you live. This a little light of mine. I'ma let it shine. This a little light of mine. I'ma let it shine. This a little light of mine. I'ma let it shine. I'ma let it shine. I'ma let it shine. Every day you know I'm rolling with my shooters. Can't be slipping up. Cause the boys they slaving on me. I don't know when they slaving on me. And they slaving on me. Everybody seeming like they cool with that. Bodies dropping like. And they try to get me, I ain't doing that. Ain't true, I ain't going through with that. And them demons really try to pull me back. I ain't got nothing to do with that, yeah. Half the time they don't know to do it, yeah. Everybody walking straight into it, yeah. But I know no true, yeah. Came down on the cross and he raised me from all my failure, Every day you know I'm rolling with my shooters. Can't be slipping up. Cause them boys they slaving on me. I don't know when they slaving on me. And they slaving on me.
Y'all, we back. Man, I don't know what's going on with Spreaker. Reggie Lawrence says, BS, who is this horrible rapper rapping? That's this new kid. His name was Royal Ezenwa. That's one of the tracks that he just released. So we're going to get into this Rangers and Cowboys talk. A lot of things going on with the Rangers and the Cowboys. A lot of some negative, some not so negative. We still got this case for some reason with Zeke hanging over his head, which I don't get. It was already clear that he didn't do anything, and the NFL just continues to drag this on. I think they're just waiting for him to make a mistake. They're waiting for him to slip up, which he's been doing. He's been doing a lot of. Don't get me wrong, Zeke has not been a perfect guy, but he's been making a lot of mistakes. All right, we got Tyler Esparza-Powell on the line. What's going on?
Man, how's it going, man? Good to be back.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Always great having you on the show. Always great talking Rangers and Cowboys. So, man, let's talk about these Rangers first, who've been on an interesting road these past few games, and they're actually playing Toronto tonight. The arch rivals, the guys that we hate, the guys that we love to punch. Rangers won 11 of their last 15, I believe it is now. Yu Darvish is pitching well. Gallo is second in the AL in homers, but we still aren't there yet. I think we still got some more work to do. But what's your thoughts on what's been going on so far?
Definitely, it was going pretty great until the sweep in Boston. That was just a disaster. Not sure why Dyson is still on the team. I think a lot of us are wondering that. I can't believe, we continue to let this guy single-handedly almost. I mean, it really is almost single-handedly. If you don't put Dyson out there at all this season and, you don't blow, because these have not been one-run leads at all. They have just, to face 7 batters and not be able to get one out after you have the best pitcher in baseball, you have him beat. You're winning 3-1 in the 7th inning, 1 out, and you lose that, and that's a huge momentum killer. That was pretty bad. Other than the Boston series, everything's been going pretty well. So, you can't complain much, but it looks like Toronto is going to win this game tonight. I think they just hit a home run, so not good these past 4 games.
Yeah, man, for sure. That has been, Boston is I think is going to be our Achilles heel this year. Their pitching is just amazing. There's no way to get around it. Also, not to mention with David Price coming back, who's always been a great regular season pitcher. So we're going to have to face them at least, 2 or 3 more times this year. But I will say it was good to see Napoli. I believe he got a homer off of one of them. I think that was probably game 1 or 2. So it was good to see that. But you took the words right out of my mouth with Dyson. Why are we continuing to put him in as a closer? Why? We have Bush, who's, I believe he's got 5 or 6 saves right now. So why do you continue to roll this guy out there? To me, it's a similar situation to last year with we had Tollison. We rolled Tollison out there. He was stinking it up, and this is what. This is kind of what we're in. So we need to either put him in the pen as a backup spot or figure something out. But right now, this is not working out.
Not at all. And it's disappointing that the winning streak of 10, 11 games, whatnot, is basically. It got you back to 500, but now to not be able to remain over 500, and now after tonight probably being 9 back again right where he started. It's been inconsistency. And just a couple nights ago I went to say that these guys were must-watch baseball every night, but then they just come and lay an egg. away from the Globe Life Park, which I don't understand how all these veteran guys can't, come together and win a game on the road. I believe they're about 8-17 on the road, if if I'm correct. But that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, that's not good enough. That's just plain and simple not good enough. We got Reggie Lawrence in the chat line. He says, why would you give Napoli that kind of money? He cost the Indians the title, batting less than 200, had more strikeouts than walks.
I don't think Napoli's the problem at all.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Napoli's the problem at all. He's been hitting the ball really well since he was slumping. I think he's 3 for 3 tonight, has like 2 of the 3 runs. I don't think he's the problem at all, man. I had no problem with that.
Yeah. Pitching is the problem.
I think it's just the pitching. Yeah, it's really just the pitching. I have complete faith in the bats to come alive whenever they want. I mean, it's not like they didn't not score runs, in the Boston series. They scored 3 runs on arguably the best pitcher in baseball. That's enough. You know what I mean? You just you have to be able to win games with the defense as much as the offense.
Yeah, definitely. So probably the biggest thing out of this season is got to be the amazingness of Gallo. Man, I know his batting average does not, if you talk about the batting average, it's not as exciting. But this guy can flat out hit home runs, and he can flat out hit. Now, I guess to me, the batting average, I'm not really that really concerned that much about it. If you make hits when the games are on the line, at the end of the day, that's all I really care about. I don't care if he's hitting 200, but he's made game-winning hits or he's hit home runs in situations where you needed it. That's the part that I think that matters the most. But the thing the most interesting part about all of this is Beltre is going to be coming back very soon. How do you factor in playing Gallo? How do you factor in where you're gonna put him at? Does he come off the bench? Do you move him somewhere else? It's a tough decision for Banny to make and for the whole organization to make, and that's the part I'm kind of interested to see.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to play some outfield. I think now I love Delino DeShields, but I mean I did not realize how bad of a defender this guy is until the last few weeks. He does not have arm strength, and I guess I'd never really noticed it like that. Not calling off balls that Elvis. I mean, I think that Elvis is a veteran enough to. I don't put him at fault when these guys aren't coming together. If you know what I mean. So I mean, I think DeShields is going to see a lot of the bench once, and I don't know how it's going to work, but. All I know is I'm just so damn excited to have Adrian Beltre back in the lineup. I think these guys need that. I think they need there's a difference between him just being on the bench and him being in the game, if that makes any sense. I just think they need that right now. That consistent leader. I agree.
You need that leadership. You need that guy in the lineup that's going to give you everything. He's gonna if he has a bad night, he'll make it up in his defense. If he has a bad offensive night, or if he has a bad night in whatever way, he'll make it up. And I think he's big for the Rangers to go anywhere this year, obviously. But I'm excited.
They're not going anywhere without him.
For sure, I'm definitely excited to see him coming back. All right, so John Daniels made a trip to Japan to take a look at this Japanese Babe Ruth, Shoni Otana, who is supposed to be able to pitch 100 miles an hour and hit home runs like crazy. I don't know. Do you think it's worth it though? That's probably the biggest thing. You're gonna have to spend a lot of money. Yu Darvish is pitching a lot better, so now I'm starting to wonder: is he gonna stay? Are we gonna be able to keep him? But what's your thoughts on this Japanese Babe Ruth guy?
Well, it's interesting because we're definitely going to need a pitcher here. I'm not sure if that's the route they want to go, or if they want to go, with someone that's